Hello team, welcome to Engineer Monene show. Today we will be looking at if function in Excel. Before we even look at if function, there is something we did in the last video that I felt it I need to expound it somehow. Yeah, we looked at the index uh, function where we used index and match to choose a value in a table. So, for example, let's look at this table. This table has it's a fire resistance. We are choosing a cover depending on a fire resistance of maybe 1 hour, 0.5, and all the way to 4 hours. Then we have the beam. We have the simply supported and continuous, and all that. That is a beam, a floor, or a lips. So to choose a value, so let's say the first value here, or I think we have the on the input value, we need to create a drop down first, a drop down on of the values that you have seen in the table. That is the fire resistance, the time of the fire resistance. Then we have the value of if it's beam simply supported, beam continuous, floor simply supported, and all that. Then when we have looked at that, we can come now to our formula. We can write it here. We've said it's index of all these values. Look, match. I want to match this value right here with these values. Then I want the exact match. Then I want another match. Now this is the unique part of it. I can compare as many matches as possible as far as my table is concerned. I want to match this value, comma, with these values right here. Please don't forget a comma. An exact match still. Then I lock it. I think my formula is okay, and the value is 20. So I think we are good with that. We can choose. We can try and choose this value. It's 2 hours and RIPS simply supported. 2 hours. 2 hours is here, and RIPS simply supported. Yeah, so they should choose for us 45. Here it is. Yeah, we can see it has chosen for us that value, and our formula is okay, so you can apply it everywhere you want. So the next thing we will be looking at if function. If function, we want to choose, we want to return a statement if a certain condition is true. For example, let's look at this formula here. We've said we want to choose a value. We want to return a statement if a value is greater than this value right here is greater than the value right here. This is about shear check. We will be looking at it in details, but we can check the overview of it. That is this is the shear stress of our face, shear stress of our the point of support of our slab. So we the condition is this value should be lesser than 0.8 root FCU. FCU is the characteristic strength of concrete. So or 5. So when we say 0.8 times square root of that, you get 4.38. So if this value is greater than the value of gotten as the shear stress, then your shear ultimate shear is okay. so you want to return that value. So let's write it here and see whether we will get the same value. It says if this value is greater than this value, we return, let's even say we return, okay, you have to say you have to put quotation marks and say ultimate share is okay, ultimate share is okay, otherwise, comma, quotation marks again, you can say ultimate share not okay. You can just copy paste this one to minimize a lot of writing, not okay. Then I put the quotation marks and I end with the brackets, and you can see it has returned for me. So it can only return this value if this condition is true. Let's say this condition, let's say we gotten here, let's say we gotten 0.3. Let's say 0.3. You can see it has automatically detected that 0.3 is less than 0.2 and it's telling you ultimate share is not okay. Then you can know what to do on the next step. So thank you, and see you in the next video so we can continue with our program now. I think we have done majority of the techniques that we will be using, and now we need to get back to the design. Thank you so much.